All right, my Libra friends, how are you today? Happy New Year to you. Aaron here bringing you your monthly horoscope for Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon. All right, we have a jam-packed year in 2020. We have a jam-packed January starting off the year with no exceptions, okay? A lot of energy coming in. There's a lot of energy in your fourth house that's going to be remaining there this year. Leading into, it's all of 2020. All right, so Jupiter just moved into your fourth house. Jupiter's going to be there until December of 2020. Saturn is going to be there through the rest of the year, as well as Pluto. So let me show you the chart real quick to show you what is going on. Okay, so we're making this video here on the 1st. Again, Happy New Year to you. On the 1st and on the 2nd, okay, Mercury is going to meet up with Jupiter. All right, so Mercury is our planet of communication, information coming in. Jupiter is a planet of abundance, more, having faith. It's about higher knowledge, higher learning, education. And this in your fourth house is all about home life. It's about family. It's about your relationships with your family, with your mother, your father, a little bit more your mother's side, but still, as well as, children, if you've got children. Okay, so this is a lot going on, maybe moving is coming up your way, or just a lot of changes on the home front. All right, so Mercury is going to meet up with Jupiter on the 1st and on the 2nd. So it's like new information's coming in, trusting our ability to communicate openly with our family, right? So then on the 3rd, we've got Mars. Mars has been in your second house, okay? A lot of energy going on in your second house, which is about work, about money, material possessions coming in. And it being in the sign of Scorpio since September of 2019, there's just been an intense amount of energy with like how, what kind of work am I going to be doing that's going to be creating a sustainable income for myself? What do I need to let go of in order to obtain this financial freedom or this financial abundance? Well, all of these things that have been moving through the shadow side of Scorpio since September of 2019 are finally coming to an end as Mars moves out of your second house and into your third house on the 3rd of January, okay? So Mars is our planet of action and acceleration, okay? Moving into your third house is about knowledge. It's about information, all right? So you're definitely going to be putting your foot on the gas pedal as far as learning new information. And during this, it's also about looking at both sides of the coin, like what is right, what is wrong. Was I right? Was I wrong? Was there something that the other person was doing right? Were they wrong? Were we both right? Were we both wrong? So it's a lot of new information coming in that's going to be there through January and February as well, okay? Then on the 8th and 9th, Mercury is going to connect with the sun. So it's like everything that we learned, all the new information we learned on the 1st and 2nd leading to the top of the new year, on the 8th and 9th comes full circle. And we get to embody this feeling and really bring this to an element of ourselves. And in the sign of Capricorn, which is your fourth house, it's just like we're bringing this into perfection. Okay, so we're able to communicate in a sense of leadership. We're able to communicate in a sense of knowing, in a sense of being that leader that your family requires of you, and that you naturally are as a Libra. You're the cardinal air sign. Okay, very strong and very diplomatic in your ways, okay? So it's a really powerful, beautiful connection that's happening on the 8th and 9th as well. On the 9th, there is going to be a lunar eclipse, all right? So that's going to be between your fourth house here, okay? So the sun is going to be here connected with the south node, and the moon is going to be up here, loosely connected with the north node, okay? So these eclipses are Uranian energy, so it's a supercharged full moon, basically, okay? And all the energy is being put up into your 10th house, which is about career, public image, how people view you. And again, letting go of something down here on the home and family front and connecting again with your career. So further, as a Libra, it's like you are the balancing scales of the zodiac, the only inanimate object of the zodiac. is the scales of Libra. Okay, so when we have the moon connected with the North Node, reminding us to be nurturing, reminding us to be caring, reminding us to be empathetic, and you're bringing this into your place of business, which is really powerful, and it's a beautiful place because we need that. It's like letting go of this Wall Street big business concept and applying that heart and home, nurturing, caring, empathetic feelings to your business, to your career, which is a really powerful thing as the leader of the air signs, is something we all absolutely need. Now on the 11th and 12th, okay, this is where the big stuff comes in. Mercury here, it's going to make its way over, boop, 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 and start connecting with Saturn and then Pluto. As of right now, the first week or so of the new year, Saturn being here at 21 degrees is all about us surrendering. Okay, it's gracefully surrendering. And again, this happening here in your home front, home and family. It's just like there are certain battles that we just need to bow out of. Okay, and Mercury's going to kind of make this connection and deepen that understanding, deepen that impact of surrendering. And it's like the mother moon, when the moon comes up, we surrender. We surrender to the moon. We surrender to the fact that we need sleep. We surrender to the fact that we need rest. The fight can't keep going. We need to take a break, bow out, and say, all right, I'm going to get some rest and come back to this, maybe with new insight, with new information, which again is all coming through the top of the year. All right. Then on the 12th, we have the big meetup that we haven't had since 1982, Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Okay, again, happening in your 4th house. So much energy in the home front for you this year. So Saturn and Pluto have not connected since 1982. This conjunction is together like a new moon. The opposition would be like the full moon. So last time they were in opposition to each other was September of 2001. Okay, we all can remember some events that happened in September of 2001. So this meeting up together is a huge impact astrologically, and it's happening in the sign of government, Capricorn, how we govern ourselves. So it's like, Saturn is about structure, and Pluto is about death and transformation. Okay, so Mercury is going to meet up with Saturn and Pluto at the 22nd degree on the 12th. Okay, so what does that mean for Libras? It's about complete transformation, a complete, home remakeover, or our view of our home, or us applying, a new structure and discipline to our daily lives, or to be there for our family in a very different way than we were in the past. Okay. And as well, this is about the 22nd degree of Capricorn. It's about receiving the rewards. So it's like you're going to be acknowledged. Your presence, your everything that you've been doing for the past year, for the past 4 years, for the past 10 years, the past decade, you're going to be acknowledged. Of being the bright shining star that you are, of being the leader that you are, of being the beautiful diplomat that's been able to keep the peace, okay, with the home, with the family. And again, this is like the universe just giving you rewards, saying thank you for all of your hard work. We appreciate you, and it's time for a brand new journey. We can't hold on to all the stuff from the past in order to make way for a very new beginning. Okay, so that's a very exciting time. And then on the 13th, the sun is going to meet up with Saturn and Pluto at the same degree. Okay, so it's going to continue. It's like now we're embodying that. So it's like first we checked in mentally before we showed up. So like we had our thoughts about it, we have our feelings about it, and then it's just like, okay, now it's time to act. Now it's time to receive these blessings. Now it's time to receive this great change or embody this great change. This year is like the tortoise wins the race, okay? A very, very important aspect of 2020. It's just like we can't, if we're trying a new lifestyle, a new exercise, again, this is taking care of ourselves in the sign in the 4th house, taking care of ourselves. So it's just like, even if it's doing a single push-up a day or a single sit-up a day, or it's about consistency, not just like hitting the gym once for 13 hours straight. It's just like that's no good for the body or for the longevity. So this is all about bringing these daily practices and implementing them here and staying consistent throughout it. Okay, so it's a very huge impact. As well on the 13th, okay, let me come back to the chart. Not only on the 13th does the Sun meet up with Saturn and Pluto to receive those beautiful rewards, but Venus here, which is in your 5th house, okay, this is about your creative self-expression and your own sense of ego in a positive way. You know, how you're expressing yourself to others. And Venus is saying, like, I need to feel all of this good stuff. You know, this is your sister air sign here in Aquarius. You know, very futuristic thinking sign. So for the first 2 weeks about, Venus is going to continue its journey through your 5th house and then enter your 6th house, which is a really beautiful place for Venus to be. Okay, so Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so Pisces is our dreams, our imagination, our creativity, poetry and beautiful films that inspire us, and all of those, all of those good feels. And Venus is everything we want, love, and desire in life. So on the 13th, the Sun's going to meet up with Saturn and Pluto. Venus is going to jump over here into the sign of Pisces. And this is about the work that we're giving to other people. So it's like we have this new sense of, who we are, what we're doing, how we're taking care of ourselves. And now we're applying that to how we're giving that back to other people. And you're able to do this in the most amazing way. This visionary, creative way that you're being able to give your services back to other people. Very, very exciting. Then on the 20th, the Sun is going to leave your 4th house and enter your 5th house. Again, highlighting your creative self-expression, being that futuristic thinking you are, which is going to create these trines to, your Sun or your rising over here, whatever you got going on in the sign of Libra. So it's going to be a very powerful, easy flow of energy aspect as the Sun moves through the futuristic sign of Aquarius. Okay. Then on the 24th, there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius. New moons are new beginnings. So this year we've got a lot of new information coming in, a lot of new beginnings. And again, this is how you present yourself to people. This is like you standing up in your own courage, standing up in your own sense of leadership and saying like, yes, I am the even-keeled balance that others need, and I need to be able to speak. I need to be able to speak my truth. I need to be able to embody my truth. It's just like it's like Lord of the Flies, right? And the Libra is sitting there, and it's like seeing everybody killing each other. And it's just like, a different way. That there's another way to go about doing this. And sometimes, the Libra energy is just like, well, I see both sides of the coin. So it'd be better if I didn't act or didn't say something and just let it play out as is. Where this energy is calling you out, and it's saying in a positive way, calling you out in a positive way, saying like, look, you have the answer, you have the key, you're able to see this, you're able to see through this facade that's going on. And these people who are literally at each other's throats for nothing, need that leadership that you offer, need that balanced perspective that you have in order to give insight to them. Okay, so this is a huge aspect of stepping up into your leadership roles and really like singing and allowing your music to play, whatever that may be. All right, so that's on the 24th. Then on the 27th, Venus is going to meet up with Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so that's a really powerful aspect as well, as Neptune is it's our dreams and our imagination. And again, this is in your 6th house. So we have Venus, everything you love, want, and desire, meeting up with your dreams and imagination and creativity. Okay, coming into a oneness, and as well as saying again, how can I give this back to other people? How can I offer these services to others? How can I offer this perspective to other people? Okay. Then on the 28th, we've got the moon as well meeting up with Venus and Neptune. Okay, so the moon is our emotional needs. Okay, it's what we emotionally need. Venus, again, what we want, love, and desire. So what we need and what we want come into an alignment with our dreams. Okay, it's a really beautiful aspect. It's, again, in the 6th house. So it's like, how can we align what I want, what I love, what I desire, what I need with my imagination and manifest that into this physical world, as all three of those are going to create a septile, which is a fate-like energy. This is a gift from the gods over to Saturn and to Pluto in Capricorn. So this is this water and earth energies combining together to really manifest our deepest rooted desires. All right. So, the sky is the limit with this. It's really, really excellent and beautiful energy. And that's kind of how we're wrapping up. That's kind of how we're wrapping up the month of January, is the moon over here connecting with these two. And then it's going to, kind of where it is right now, jump into Aries, which is your 7th house of partnerships, relationships with other people, where Chiron will be at all of 2020 and for the next 6 years beyond that. You see Chiron's only at 1 degree here, so it's going to take another 6 years to get through this sign of Aries. So this is healing our partnerships, healing, again, kind of coming back here to what we talked about earlier, with Mars entering your 3rd house. It's just like there's going to be new information that's coming in it's allowing ourselves to heal. Like, again, looking at the two different sides of the coin, the two perspectives. How did I act during this situation? How did they act during this situation? Like this, Chiron wants us to realize that we're not victims here. That everything is manifested and come out exactly how it needed to, for us to learn, for us to grow, for us to be the balanced individual Libras that we are. All right, really beautiful as well. Uranus is going to be in your 8th house all year long, just like Chiron. It's going to be there for another 6.5 years in your 8th house, which is about your shared resources and your relationships with other people. What's mine? What's yours? How can we create, with all this energy of like giving back to other people and our services to other, what Uranus is doing here is saying, look, how can, if I have this and these skills and these abilities, and you have these skills and these abilities, how can we merge them together in a breakthrough kind of way and make something concrete, a concrete foundation for others, as is making a school or making a nursing program, or and it could be literally anything, whatever you love, want, and desire. That's what's going to manifest this year. And again, Uranus is going to be ripping through the great wrecking ball, the great awakener of the zodiac, ripping through your 8th house in Taurus, just like changing the game. Like, you never saw this coming. You never thought these possibilities could be real. And it's just like, yes, 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 yes. It's like the great electric storm, or the eureka moment, the aha. So it's a very, very exciting January, a lot of energy going on. If you're new to the channel, please give it a like and subscribe, as we're doing daily astrology videos that's going to tap in even deeper to these aspects that we're talking about right now. This is a general month overview of what's happening for the Libra. So the dailies dive deeper into what's going on in the specific aspects of the chart. So thank you so much. I hope you had a happy new year, and we'll see you tomorrow.